humanity. Putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is gonna send you big. Lock the door.
Pastor Melly Mail, Dahoodpostman, back to cartoon. I interviewed Wolf and Big Physical, right? And Big Physical, and this is the first time I didn't even know Big Physical. I understood once he explained to me why he was Big Physical. Then I understood the name.
Right.
It was very fitting based on the history, right? But what caught me off guard is when he told me he was the big brother to both Ray and
Baby Not. Right, yeah. That's the homie. Go ahead.
So, did you see Big Physical growing up?
Yeah.
Okay. What really was he like? Was he, because he said, because I was physical.
Well, see, that name, right? I don't call him that. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's my home. That's Lumberjack. That was his first name, Lumberjack. The name Physical came later on. So, but now it's still a homie regardless of what we call him. That's still a homie. That was him. He was a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He was a fighter. So that's basically how the Physical name came about later on. He was a fighter, but like for me, I would see him a lot more than what other homies would see because, like I say, me and Crazy Ray was road dogs. And I would see him all the time, you know what I'm saying? Big Wayne, that's big, you know what I'm saying? Big Lumberjack. Just, big homie.
He mentioned that name too as well. And I was surprised to hear because I know that family, based on the numbers and the brothers' names, when you hear those names, you know that they was very highly respected in their East sections. So, but I want to come back. Where were you? And I don't remember what year we lost Crazy Ray.
93.
Where were you when that happened?
Pelican Bay shoot.
How did it impact you?
Man, to tell you the truth, homie, I knew someone. Okay, I left Pelican Bay the first time and came down, and we opened up Lancaster when Lancaster first opened. When Lancaster very, very first opened on the 4-yard, I was the first Blackfoot that ever stepped foot in Lancaster on their 4-yard. When we left Pelican Bay, they pulled the buses up on the yard and they just packed us up. Let's go, get on. So when we got to Lancaster, they pulled up on the yard again and they told us, okay, we start with 1 block. Go in there, get in front of whatever cell you gonna get in front of, that's gonna be your cell. Now, of course, I'm running to get the 3 cell. I got to get that 3 in my life. So I wanted my celly, which was the homie Crip Cal from Schoolyard. I wanted to celly back up with him, but he had a homie named Scene, S-E-A-N. It's, Sean, but they say Scene. So Scene from Schoolyard was on the bus. He was like, cuz, boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, I ended up selling up with one of the homies from Avalon. And dang, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so I'm there doing my time. We end up getting into it with the essays. Kick the ride off, boom, end up going to the lockup. But now while I'm in lockup, I get letters I would always get letters from Ray since I'd been down, like at least 1 letter a month at a minimum. When I was back there in lockup in Lancaster Hole, I went like my last about 4 or 5 months before I end up getting shipped back to Pelican Bay shoot. I didn't get no letters from the homie. So I'm like, dang, cuz. I'm like, man, I ain't heard from Ray in a minute. So time goes on, so that we end up leaving there. We kicked a big ride off in the lockup with the police because they was making us go out and have gladiator fights, fight the essays. So the SA got at me, the shot caller SA got at me, and he like, Tune, let's take it to the police. I'm like, bet it up, man. So we took it to the police. They started doing cell extractions at 6 o'clock Sunday morning. They didn't finish doing cell extraction till 6 o'clock Monday morning. We made them fight us all day long trying to get us out themselves. So they took me from there. They took about 8 of us and threw us on the van and shot me to Corcoran shoe. So when I got to Corcoran shoe, they beat us up, whooped us. You know what I'm saying? Anybody been to Corcoran shoe? I've been there twice. Y'all know when you get off that van, they gonna tell you, look at them lights, count them lights coming down the hall. When you get to the end, you better know how many lights it is, or they gonna jump on you. Then the police wanted to kill me. They had told me, the first time you go to yard, we gonna get you. In the midst of this, I still hadn't got no mail from Crazy Ray. So boom, I end up leaving there, going back to Pelican Bay shoe, did a little bit more time, and I end up coming back to the yard. My first day on the yard, I go to the phone and I call one of my homegirls. And she like, what's up, homie? What's up, Tune? I'm like, what's up, cuz? I'm like, we talking a little bit. She said, man, that's messed up. What happened to Danny? Now, for those who don't know, Danny, that's Crazy Ray's name. And I'm like, I felt it in my spirit because I hadn't got no mail from him in like a year or so. And then she said that. I'm like, hold up, what you mean? What happened to my homeboy? And she got quiet. So I'm like, hey man, what's up with my homeboy? She said, no, I'm not finna get in the middle of this. What? She hung the phone up. I called back. I say, man, what's up with my homeboy? She say, Tune, don't ask me. She hung up again. I called, she wouldn't accept it. I called my sister, had my sister call her through the trayway. I say, homegirl, look, if you hang this phone up again on Avalon, when I get out, I'ma see about you. She started crying too, and I don't want to be in the middle of this, man. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, man, what? I say, cuz, what's up with my homeboy? What's up with Ray? She said, Tune, Ray dead. Boy, man, listen, homie, when I tell you it knocked my socks off, I was stuck. I was shook. I dropped the phone and I got weak. And I ain't going, man, I ain't got to play tough. Homie, I collapsed to my knees. And the phone was swinging. I'm like, I shook my head. I'm like, man, what did you say? And she said, Tune, Ray dead. And I couldn't believe it, man. I was shook. And so I'm like, who did it? All she had to do was say the set. Man, homie, my hand to God. I don't care if it would have been a set we got along with. I don't care if the enemy said who it was. The first person on that yard I would have ran across that was from that set, I would have killed him dirt dog dead. I wasn't going to come home. He was going to die. Then she went on to explain, which I can't go in depth about it, what happened. And I was gone, man. I was gone. I had a nervous breakdown. They had to put me in the hospital behind that one. I had long braids, homie, real long braids. Me and Ray was known for our hair. And when police finally got me back in the cell, I was in the cell with I think the homie Q Ball from Main Street. And I kept a razor, because I'm always into it with the opposition, what the opposition was. So I kept razors, whether it was in my mouth or somewhere in the cell. And I come up with the razor and I grab my hair and I just start cutting it off. My head was bleeding. I'm crying. You ever cried so hard, homie, where it looked like you're underwater? Man, and I'm crying, homie. And I'm cutting my hair. So the homie from Main Street like, cuz, Tune, what you doing? And I was crying. I couldn't talk. I just cut. You remember back in the day we had our C braid. We called it the C braid in the front. Man, mine came down to here. Man, I whacked it off, throwed it on the floor. I'm cutting them off. He like, Tune, cuz, you tripping, homie? What's wrong? And I'm crying. I'm like, man, he gone. He gone. That's all I kept saying. He gone. He ended up moving out the cell with me. They put the homie Sleepy from OVG in the cell. He ended up moving out, man, because I'm waking up in the middle of the night hollering, screaming. I stopped eating. I stopped bathing. I stopped doing everything. That's when the police finally came to the cell and they took me to the hospital ward, and they was like, man, he ain't right up top. And it took me a while to bounce back. And I, eventually I bounced back, but it was a hard blow for me, homie.
Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga